Hello everyone. Today we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Mechanical Dynastes from the Marvelous Museum line of Suyata. Hopefully this is a short review. Try to be as informative as possible. And here we go. As you can see, he is a pretty cool looking bug. And he is one of the first Suyata kits that I purchased, and made me a near instant fan. Bought him last year, about halfway through last year, so right around a year ago, and really liked it. So I'm going to show you some of the things that it does. And well, I mean, it didn't come with any extras, so let me just show you the bug himself. Alright, this is the guy. He is around this big compared to a high-grade Gundam. Not terribly tall. That is not a criticism there. But not a particularly large boy. Here he is versus a Megami Device character. Again, not terribly tall. But it would be rideable for that. Where it shines, in my opinion, is on the 124 scale. That would be quite a large character to have fighting your Hexagear Governors or your number 57 Frogs. An excellent addition, I think, to the Frogs in particular. Let me show you some of the things it can do. As such, it doesn't have a terribly articulated body. As you see, there is a ball joint in the middle here, so you can move it up and down. That is also a peg there, so it's not the most secure connection, but it is rather tight. So you're not going to get him falling off of quite a bit, but it does happen. These do, however, like to come apart. These ones are cemented together and therefore will not fall apart. That holds his eyes, his little mouth in place. His eyes are mounted to that, so he's going to be all there together. He has some articulation on these little guys right here. His articulation on his legs are a ball joint up in there, a almost 360-degree peg here, as well as here. Can go quite a bit, over 90 degrees. His foot has a little joint there, and because they are ball joints, you can get quite a big range of where his legs move, and you can have him standing tall. So, you know, however you'd like to display him there, that is workable. He also has articulated wings, but that is the end of the articulation. These do come off rather easily, and the reason being is the mess of detail on the inside. As you can see, they wanted to go for a wholly mechanical animal look, and in the interior of both sides here, he does have a fully detailed chassis underneath. So that is pretty cool. Also in that vein, you can split the upper shell of his head, not 100% easily. I will do that off camera because I'll need both hands, and that's all you're going to see is my hands. Alright, and so with that done and out of the way, you can see that the underside of the head is also done. Well, actually, the head would be here. This would be the thorax. It does somewhat look like an old style steam type engine. Very cool details, little tanks, accessories. It would look tremendous, detailed up and painted. I love this guy. Now, some of the bad things about it is, like I said, it does have issues with the fitment in places. The head is one of them. The ball joint here attachments, the ball joint attachments here for the front legs on the thorax those ones absolutely must be cemented in. They will just come right off if you pull any way on that ball right there. It'll pull that off. Whereas these ones don't seem to have any problem. They are set a different fashion and are held fast. So definitely bear that in mind. However, the kit himself, he is amazing, and I think definitely worth your time and investment in effort into putting into this thing. So, what is next for Suyata? They do have a couple of the girl kits coming out, as I did mention. There's so yeah, there is another one of these Marvelous Museums. This one is a green flying Tripoxylus, and he does come with wings. And as you can see here, one of their girl kits, Arya, and the dog is fighting that one. It is exactly the same size as this. Everything except for the head unit is a little bit different. Well, everything except the head unit is the same, so it's another very similar kit. There's another one on top of this one coming out, a red and black Triceratops type, the Atlas type. So that one's coming out very soon, and it is very similar to this one as well. That guy looks defeated, and I gotta say I like the way that looks laying there. So that is my small and maybe not so informative review. I do recommend getting it if you can. They were relatively cheap. I think they were around 30-40 bucks. Not a lot of money for what the details are, but like I said, you will need to do some cementing. A lot of the parts stick in just fine, but those arm sockets there in the front ones and the head piece there together, that's the only ones that I had trouble with, and it's just because of the nature of how they're pushed in together. Ball joints don't really work well on one piece together like they were in that setup. So take what you can and add to it what you will. I love this guy. He's definitely going to get some paint eventually. I want him to be detailed up and gritty and look very bug-like, and he'll probably live with the frogs in a new diorama because I smashed the other one on accident. But in any case, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more reviews.